Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be going backwards a little bit and talking about the fundamentals of tossing. And we're going to be tossing with the rifle today. We're going to talk about what a single looks like, a double looks like, and a triple. So we're going to be starting with an exercise we call 5-7 prep, which is basically 5-7 is the counts of 5-7. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and then you take your toss. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you're out with your toss. So we're going to just work on singles so we can get the same motion out of that. And so what we're working on here is just making sure that your left hand is coming all the way to the outside of the rifle, and that it doesn't look like this. Some instructors do like that feeling of this. For me, I like the openness of how strong that feels to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, out, done. Okay? And so I'm going to be doing this as an exercise. So if you were to put on some music, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you just take it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's the 5-7 prep. The other one is just 7, 8. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you're going to take your single. So actually it's 5, 8. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, catch. So the other one is kind of has a little bit more of a thinking part to it, and this one is more kind of what you're going to be doing in a show where you're just dipping and going. Okay, so that's the typical two ways of starting your tosses. What we're going to do from here to get into a double is we're going to release a little bit higher. So I'm suggesting that your knuckles are even with your shoulder. So you're going to be coming about right there for a double. So you're here. Okay. And my return on these is to go up here. So you're going to go from here. You're going to take it. All right. So you're going to go here. Sorry. Also, if you notice I plié just now, so what I'm doing is I don't want my students I want to be able to correct what they're doing. So if you're catching down here, that means you have to release a little bit higher. So you can catch here. Okay, so let's see if that works. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and. Okay, so on doubles, I catch on the 2 and. So it's like the in between count 2 and count 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and. Okay. Okay, so we just learned how to do that with our rifle. I'm going to ask you to put the rifle down so that we can actually kind of air rifle this whole situation. So you're always going to have your left hand down to the side. Whenever you're not sure what you're doing with your free hand, always just put it down to the side. And I like to have my hands at a blade position, so this just looks a lot more professional. Okay, so you're holding your rifle here. You're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can tell right now that my hands are parallel to each other. 5, 6, 7. So what this position is literally as if you're wearing a seatbelt in your car. It's the exact same thing. Now you actually call it a seatbelt. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and then you're going to take your toss. Remember we talked about having this right at chest level. So you're going to release here. The moment that what happens with the release is when you let go, this is your release point. That's where how high your rifle is going to go. So what's happening with my right hand is going completely straight down. So if someone were to take a photo of you with your rifle in your air, you're going to look really pro. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and. Okay. So obviously, I don't have my rifle in my hand, but I would be looking up as well. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, and. Okay. So that was a description of a double. So with the single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On this one, you're going to be releasing right away. So it's going to be probably right at chest level. And because of the speed of a single, I just have my students just hold their hands right here to catch. So it's really tough to go freehand really quick. So what I want to go, we only have a 1 count toss. We're going to go 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. I do have my hand come down just a little bit, but you'll see you're not going to have a whole lot of time to get the hand all the way down. You're going to have to go right into your catch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. You also want to breathe out on your tosses, because one thing that you want the audience to feel is that you're super comfortable and you're making everything look easy. So it's just natural for instructors to know to breathe out, but for you kids, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I would actually tell you to breathe out and actually hear that breath, so that you feel comfortable on your tosses. And when you're performing, if you're coming into a toss, same thing. Breathe out so that your audience knows that you're just comfortable and you want to perform for them. All right? Okay, moving on. After you've mastered your single and your double, we're going to move on to triples. Triples and above are the pretty much the essence of getting some really great excitement out of tossing. Okay, so with triples, we're going to keep using that 5-7 prep. So what we're going to be doing is probably a double for if right here, I would say the bottom of my hand is going to be right at my eyes. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at that triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, and 3. On this, you're going to catch on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3. Notice I went down to a plie because it was a little bit under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, out. And what I'm doing is I'm tightening up my core so that when if the wind pushes it, you're going to be catching it over here or back here. But try not to do a whole lot of movement with your body trying to catch it. It would ruin your choreographer's choreography if you move out of position for your tosses. So what judges look for is that while the rifle's in the air, that you're not moving underneath it. Okay, so the elements that we're dealing with being outdoors for this fall season, it's really about making sure you have your core tightened and you're breathing out. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, out, 2, and 3. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3. So there you have it. We talked about all the tosses from singles, doubles to triples, and the hand placements of how each should happen so that you can get the height that you need, the speed that you need, and also think about your professionalism underneath your tosses, because there could always be a cameraman just wanting to take a photo of what's happening on your lower body and not so much what's happening with the toss. If you like these fundamental series of marching arts, please subscribe below, and thank you. We'll see you again soon.